Hey, so we are going to do a landing page again. This time this is for SalesPopup. So this is a small pop-up that displays the recent sales and it increases social proof. So you can see an example here. It should appear soon. So this is basically the exact same thing. I just adapted it so you can, configure, like customize it a little bit more. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So it's a very straightforward product. It's not very technical, so I think it doesn't need like lots of explanations, just show and examples. So yeah, I think for the landing page, like it won't need like a huge copy, just explaining the benefits, why they should have that, maybe a little bit of how it works, but overall it's a very simple product, like everyone immediately understand what it does and how it does it. So yeah, so again, I'm going to record myself and try to cut the times where I'm just like trying to think a little bit, but I would still suggest watching speed 2. And yeah, let's get started. So I have a new Google Docs. Again, don't start with the design, don't start with pre-made templates and stuff like that. Otherwise, you will try to fit your copy to the design and not the design to the copy. And that's the easiest way to speedrun a really bad copy. So always start with the Google Docs. So again, I like to start with, so goal, my landing page is to get signups. No, I'm not sure if I do like free trial or sales directly, but you can easily switch between each of them, so it's not a big deal. So I'm just going to write make people purchase. So this is like a yearly subscription, a very cheap one. Okay, so I have my Google Docs set up, and let's see. So I want to start by brainstorming a little bit. So I'm just going to write down every idea that comes through my mind, everything I think that might be useful for the landing page. Doesn't matter if there is an order or something, I'm just going to write down everything. So let's see. Obviously, examples. So yeah, always give numbers. If you just say, oh yeah, it increased conversion rate, then by what? Like, what does it mean? It could be like 0.1% and that will still be an increase. But if you say it increased on average conversion rate by 15 to 20%, then that's already way better. So yeah, I will definitely. Yeah, I think I'm just going to pause because it's going to be boring if I just brainstorm live. Lots of me thinking, so I'm just going to pause until I'm done. So one thing I really like to do when I brainstorm new ideas is just to go on competitor website. Like really, that's just a great way to get ideas. Obviously, do not copy what they do, but it gives you an idea of like what is working. But obviously, it only works if you know your competitors are doing good. But it gives you an idea of, okay, that's a kind of thing that works. And I will also go into like not necessarily competitors, but website aimed at the same kind of audience. So I have Maker Ads Guide, which is mine, so I already know all the stuff here. There is Ship Fast. And yeah, like I will just try to have a look at what kind of works. So because those two ones are competitor, but they are not for the same audience at all, because they are made for like e-commerce and way more expensive. They have lots of features that are not necessary for like indies. So let's see. I think yeah, I'm just going to pause again and resume when I find something interesting. So I actually like this section where it's like why use TrustPulse, but it's more like, you know, features. So like features and benefits sort of, but in a simplified way. So 92% of people will trust a recommendation from a peer. So that's a good number. See instant result. It takes less than 5 minutes to install. Use it out of the box or customize every detail. So I think I will reuse my how it works section from an app I made not long ago, because I think it looks better, but I will use like, I think maybe either static images, something like that. Worked on all popular platforms, so there is definitely some, you know, social proof, like, oh, it works on those platforms, so it needs some kind of integration. In my case, it only works for Stripe. I might add lemon squeezy and stuff like that at some point, if not before lunch, so I will definitely make a section with that. Let's see. People. Yeah, this one doesn't really matter. And FAQ. Okay, so yeah, again, that's a simple product. So like competitors' landing page are pretty simple, you know. I really like this one. Actually, I didn't use the the blue tone because of them, but I think it looks way better. So I think I will just. It doesn't matter. Like it's not like I'm copying them or something. But I think I will use Tailwind indigo color because it just looks way better than the green one I use right now. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty standard layout. Like, I think I will like, do something similar. Yeah, this is how it works. So we'll have something a bit like that. Some testimonials. Okay. Let's see what we can take from that. So this is like features, but since it's a simple project, I will not need that. I like the idea of showing a video, like this is, you know, how it works and stuff like that. Actually, this is really good, like Maker of the Year social proof like that. That's really great, like social proof. And just a pricing box. Actually, yeah. I think what will matter here is really the testimonials. So I think a strategy I could do for this one is to contact people before I launch, offer them like a super cheap pricing. And this will allow me two things. First, getting my own notifications, because the best way to sell that kind of product is just to show how it works. And the best way would be to show it on the landing page directly. But since it's a new product, I don't have any sales to show. So I think I will try to do that, to reach out to people and offer them like a really good price before the launch. But yeah, I think I will just go with like, so yeah, how it works. I already have that planned. Give some numbers. I'm not sure like a without is necessary, because that's more like a, it's not like a big painkiller product. It's straightforward. You directly understand, okay, this improves conversion rate, more conversion rate mean more sales. So it's straightforward. It doesn't need something like that. Same, there is no real objections with that. Like maybe like, will it work for me? You know, stuff like that. But I think yeah. So let's see. Let's go back to that. I will pause, try to write things a little bit, and go back to the video. Yeah, so I wrote some headlines, but I just realized, so there might be one objection, like, oh, is it going to slow down my website? Because it's an external script. So it doesn't, because the script is loaded like async and defer, stuff like that. So I'm just going to write an objection section and my website. And yeah, basically, so just keep in mind all the objections you can think of. Honestly, it doesn't really matter if you have too much objections, because people who don't have those objections will just skip them, they will just keep reading. But better safe than sorry. But then over time, if you realize, okay, so this one, I never heard of anyone complaining about that or whatever, you can just remove it if it's not that useful. And you can also split test to remove some chunks of your copies to see if it changes the conversion rate. If it doesn't change the conversion rate, then it's better to remove it because it makes your copy shorter to read. But yeah, so I just wanted to mention that. There are some objections. And here, so increase your conversion rate with just one copy paste. I think that's actually a good headline to start with, because it showed directly the benefits. And with just one copy paste, it's like what is going to cost you, sort of, like how easy it is to use. So it's not complex, like you have to download the package and shit like that. It's just you do the thing and it just works. So yeah, I will I will just pause the video again and keep going, like brainstorming a little bit. Yeah, so I'm just going to do start with the hero. So I like to create those little tables. I'm just going to hero. Okay, and I'm just going to put my headlights in there. So yeah, the main goal of the headline is to make people want to read the rest. Increase conversion rate, so anyone who is interested in increasing conversion rate, that will be relevant for them and make them want to read the rest, I think. So that's why I think that's a good start. Then I want a sub-headline or something and a description. So in my description, I want to show how easy it is to use. I can customize it, actually. Customize it. And I think if there's I think this is like a major objection. Probably, I'm not sure, but I know on my end, I hate installing external script for this reason, because there is always this Google speed test score and shit like that. So actually that could be a nice thing. So again, the best way to show, don't tell. And if I can, I don't know, find a way to show like a Google page speed insight that show that it doesn't slow down the website at all. So it just confirms this claim that it does not slow down the website. Then that would be good, and it's visual because you don't have to read the text. You can directly see the Google page speed. So yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. So easy to use. We can customize it. Website. So show the script size. For the more technical people, you can say, oh, this is only I don't know how much the script is, but 10 kilobytes. It's something super simple. So again, this is always be precise. If I could say this is a very light script, but if I say this is a script that's only 10 kilobytes or something, then it's more interesting. So objections. I wanted to show to the integration sort of. So Stripe. I don't know if I can do it. I never work with Lemon Squeezy, but Paddle. I will have to look into that, but if I can show it. and I need to make it very clear if it's only for Stripe or if it works with the others. So subheadline description. Stripe API key. So again, this is not redacted. This is just brainstorming. I'm trying to come up with some ideas for the different parts. So just enter your Stripe API keys. Good to go for the easy to use. So fastest way conversion rate, but that's a bit double with this. So if I use this sub headline, I will have to change this headline. Let's see. So I want to show like, yeah, I'm going to put the video to brainstorm a bit. Okay, so I wrote down a bit more things, but let's see. So easy sales notification to increase your conversion rates. Actually not a big fan of that, but it sounds better. Increase your conversions. I don't know, that sounds a bit too boring, but I'm kind of running out of ideas. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use Claude, because Claude is way better than ChatGPT from my experience. Make sure to use this one. And I'm just going to tell him like, okay, making the landing page for an app that shows. Actually, I'm going to pause while I write the prompt. Okay, so keep things pretty simple and so we are looking for volume here because most of the ID will be actually bad, but maybe one of them will be good. Okay, so let's see. The secret to higher conversion, SalesPopup. Actually, that's a really good one. Boost your sales with pop-up that converts, so it's not really related to the product. Skyrocket your conversion with engaging sales pop-up. That's a pretty decent one. We cannot copy while it redacts, it's annoying, but magic to wisdom to customers. So I think it kind of misunderstood what the product is, but it still got some good ideas. So, but yeah, actually you just say, okay, I'm doing that. I would like, that, so headline IDs and the target audience, and write down X IDs. You don't need to make it too complex. Usually it's, good on its own. But I like this one. So I'm just going to push yourself with pop-up that convert. Yeah, this one is more, no, actually it's more for like if I had like an actual pop-up app. But this one, Skyrocket new conversions with engaging sales pop-up. Secret to higher conversion rates. I like this one. Okay. Transform landing page, pop-up reflection, supercharge. Sales pop-up. Yeah, most of it is really bad, but problem here is that it put too much emphasis on the, like for SaaS success, on the keyword I used. So it's not really it's not all that relevant. So what I'm going to do, and that's one thing I hate with Claude, you cannot edit the message, so I have to create like a new one. Trying to give more context so it understands that it's not like pop-up where you have to sign up and stuff like that. It's just like a notification. Yeah, so let's try with that and see how it goes. Okay, so we got more ideas. So boost your conversion rate with real-time social proof. That's a pretty good one. Skyrocket yourself with SalesPopup. Recent sales notification. Actually, I'm not going to use Unleash. Unleash is like very cliche, but I think this sounds good. Boost your conversion with recent sales notifications. Like good, it sounds good. What do we have? Maximum real-time sales alert to drive. So the problem with notifications is that it might sound like it's paid for the owner and not visitors. So same with alerts. So real-time sales pop-up drive results. Okay. I don't like drive results. It's a bit too generic. So instead of that, sales pop-up that increase conversion. That's pretty good. I think I like this one. Let's see. Convert more with. Yeah, convert more with. Recent sell pop-ups, something like that. Pilot, no code, no problem. Increase trust. Yeah, okay. I think we won't get much more from it. One other I wanted to check also the invoice, because it's basically the same target, the same kind of product, just use an API key. Like the product is pretty similar. But yeah, I think I like this. It's very straight, simple. Because yeah, I mean the layout is pretty similar. Like I think that's a very standard layout, but it just works. Like just show the benefits. I won't need this. But social proof everywhere, how it works, social proof, demo video, social proof, and pricing. That's, I mean, really, that's, you don't need more than that. Like if the project is complex, you need to show example and stuff, add it, but that's a, like good standard layout for landing page design. But yeah, I think like at the end I will end up with something like very similar to that. I really like the powered by Stripe. It adds like some social proof, so I'm going to write that down here. Stripe. Yeah, I mean that's a short proof. So yeah, I think I will just headlines. So yeah, fast really conversion. Basically, the headlines and sub-headlines are similar. You can swap them sort of. The headline is the sub-headline is just add complementary information on what is not on the headline. So it's explaining what the product is a bit more in detail, etc. But I like this one. Increase your conversion with just one copy paste, and then I can add like something like that. Real-time sales pop-ups that drive results, or it's like, I don't like drive results, but it's short, so it's kind of implied because there is increase your conversion rate. So I don't need to tell conversion rate again. I don't need to repeat it. So in this case, if I as it as a sub headline, I think that would be fine. Like those two ones, increase the conversion rate with just one copy paste. So the audience is like directly, okay, this is like I'm interested in that. And then you have real-time sales pop-up that drive results. Then it's like, what is a product? and then you get the description. So let's try to write a mock-up. So just connect Stripe, customize I don't like theme, like customize your. So what I do when I'm not sure of a word or something, I just write it in brackets so I know to come back to it later. I get the overall IDs, but yeah, customize it maybe. But it is not clear because I don't have anything like customize it. What is it? So I need to mention SalesPopup before that. But yeah, customize it and yeah. Now I'm going to pause for a second to think. All right, so I think we got a good starting point here. So increase conversion rate with just one copy paste. So I'm just going to highlight that so remember this is the one I want to use. Real-time sales pop-up that drive results. And this description. So add beautiful sales pop-up that will increase your conversion rate to 20%. That's a bit too long actually. Increase conversion rate. Conversions. Rate. But yeah, you want things to be as short and readable as possible without compromising on the informations. So maybe maybe the easiest way. Yeah, so just going to write a new variation. So because I already mentioned SalesPopup a lot, so I like this one. The easiest way to increase your conversion rate up to 20%. But then people might think, oh, I will have 20% conversion rate. No, it increases the conversion rate. So if you have like 100% conversion rate, it will be 120%. But I think people are not that dumb, I guess, I hope. But yeah. Yeah, I like this one. Easiest way to increase your conversion rate. So I think we got the hero. I don't think. So normally I like to use a layout with, here you have the text and here some like visual way of representing it. Even for talk notes, I have the text and then I have like a live demo on the landing page. So I don't think here it's really necessary. So I can put like a just basic design, like a single column hero. I think that should be enough. Because really the only way to show this product is just to have myself notification. So yeah, that will be a single column layout this time. I think that's the first time I actually use this layout. So we'll have to create it from scratch. I cannot read the code, but it's fine. But yeah, so we have the hero. So I'm going to just put that aside. And it should look something like that. Oh, I want to remove the formatting. So no one. It's just one copy paste. That would basically look something like that. Yeah, so this would be something like that. Actually, this one script. Yeah, I'm going to leave it like that for now. Okay, so we've got the hero section, and I think so. For the rest of the layout, I mean, example I have that. So I just need like a how it works. So I think I will just reuse the standard thing I have, something like that. I made a new version. Yeah. So I have like a layout like that, where you just click. I mean, that's a standard one. That's from the Tailwind UI, so everyone uses the same, but it just works. So I think I'm just going to use that, the exact same thing, and I will just put some either videos or images here. So let's do that, how it works. So my little table here. Okay, so so how it works. So the goal of the how it works is just to like sharpen the idea of the product in the mind of the customer. Let us understand exactly like, okay, this is exactly how it's works, so they can sort of like project themselves and think, okay, that's how I am going to use it, So yeah, how it works. Step 1. Customize your pop-up. Okay, I'm going to pause that because it's not really interesting. It's just how the product works, so it's not really related to copy, but I will just give a breakdown after. Okay, so I started writing that, but I think I can think of one objection, is that why would it work? People will be like, okay, that's nice, but why would it work? So I'm just going to add it here. And sometimes you will get ideas while you write. So why would it work? And then I think that's where I will have to do like a bit of research to get the exact number, because I know some competitors put some numbers on the landing page, but I don't want to just copy what they did. Like I get some inspirations, and I know they wrote something about that, but like in my case, I thought of this objection: why would it work? And I need to justify it. So I'm going to make my own research to think like, okay, social proof, stuff like that, plus my own results, because for me, like I run a test and it increased the conversion rate of like it when I removed the pop-up, the conversion rate dropped by 50%, but every A/B testing is not like, it's not too limited to get a real view. So I think if I just take the before and after, actually that's, I found my my second part, and for the picture I can just show the graphic of my conversion rate increasing. So yeah, I mean, because yeah, again, like it showed the product, but people want the end result. So if you can show a way to represent the end result, it's even better. So I think I will just, like what I did on Maker Ads Guide. So this is like real results. And I think I will just do something like that. Having like 250 invested and 10,000 of sales. So I will just show the graphic with a red arrow. So like saying like added sales pop-up and then show the post. So I need to see if I can find that. I don't remember the exact date I added it, but it should be like early, I think October or something. And there is like an actual boost of conversion rate. Great. So we've got some good ideas here. Show before after conversion rate screenshot. And yeah, why would it work? So social proof study data. So I need to find a study because like social proof has been proven to increase conversion rate. I just need to find like a number. And SalesPopup for sales pop-ups. So I think I will add like why does it work so well, and actually that will be a whole section. So I might add it before or after that, but why does it work so well? And I'm just going to put that here. Okay. So see, that's why you cannot just like, if I was just lazy and went on my old website, just copy the layout, then I would never have thought about all that. So always use Google Docs, because that's where you can be creative. And that's what landing page is all about, is your creativity, is how you can be creative to present your product in the best way possible. Okay, so I'm just going to finish this section and then I'm going to start this one. Okay, so I finished this section. I rename it Get More Sales and just some like basic text, because we will have more info here, and I think I will just put it here instead. And now I need to find some statistics about social proof. So let's do some research. And let's see. So so social proof. I want this number. Why did I get this from? Study by HubSpot. So those two numbers, online reviews. So it's not really reviews. Testimonials. I mean, online reviews. Yeah. Online coaching services. So it's not really that, but social proof on a landing page can increase conversion rate up. So let's read that study. Let's what we get the numbers from. So that's funny because the 35% is not even by HubSpot, it's by them. So again, I just want this in one study. Damn, it's actually not even. It's funny. Everyone is quoting each other. So this is the original source. Okay. Okay. So this is not some random bullshit. So I can use that. I need friends. I mean, yeah, that's actually true. Yeah. So, all right. So let's see. I'm going to redact that a bit. So actually, I'm going to do a bit more research on FOMO. So, because fear of missing out. So it's the product is not really about that, but if there is like, for example, for Makers That's Guide. So I haven't added the pop-up yet, but every like 100 or so orders, I increase the price. So if people see that there are lots of purchase, they will be like, oh wow, I actually, I might miss out the discount. So both can work really well together. So I'm just going to check quickly if we can find something on fear of missing out and conversion rate. Purchase due to FOMO. recent study. Man, they don't quote the sources. But I mean, that's a well-known fact, so I'm just going to... yeah, okay, let me redact things a bit. Okay, so I wrote some notes, and I want to use like a real-life example. So for, fear of missing out and like the mix of that. So basically, SalesPopup like that is the equivalent of like, when you see like everyone waiting in line to buy a product or something, you're like, oh wow, this is got to be good. Like if there are so many people purchasing it. So I don't like this, but like I'm just going to write in brackets. Restaurants. Yeah. I don't, like this is not the best example because here it's like waiting, so the relevance is a bit less, but still really good. So this is equivalent of seeing many people in line in front of a restaurant. It has to be good if so many people are waiting in line, right? I think this one is really good because it illustrates a concept with a real life example that anyone can relate to. Like if you're working in a city and you see lots of people, like waiting, then you will like, oh wow, I need to go back there at some point. Like I need to try that. So I want to mention FOMO a little bit, like couple with a limited time discount. We'll see. Okay, this is like a really shit sentence, but again, at this point, I'm not trying to redact. Like you just want to dump your ideas, and then you redact it into better sentences. But yeah, so why does it want? Okay, so wait, 35%, I think 36, but let's run down. Increase. And so yeah, here I can say something about like, because you need testimonials and stuff like that. So how to get actually, so great testimonial can increase landing page conversion rate up to 35%. No, because it's not just one, but hard to get. So it's like a bit of a pain point. I think everyone who has an app know that. Like the customer love it, but they just like they don't want to spend 5 minutes to leave a good testimonial. Actually, that could be a section aside, but let's write it here for now. Up to 35%. Those testimonials are hard to get. Ignore it. I don't know what it is, but ignore it. Even if they like the product. So yeah, this is more of a problem agitate solution at the end, but this is still good. Yeah, like problem, like I showed the problem. You need testimonials, you need social proof, but it's hard to get, and I think everyone can relate to that. Like 99 people of users will just ignore it. But then it's not really why does it work so well anymore. But okay, let's just keep writing. So, okay. Purchase come. Don't let. Squeezy. So I need to add something like why use this if I can code my own, you know? So that's actually a valid objection. So why use this? Because I will have like a verify page. So no trust. Actually, there is a good example of that. Let me find it. Yeah. So because someone posted this, and actually that's what gave me FOMO, because I didn't plan to launch that as an app for a while, but then I see everyone is seeing it, and lots of people bookmarked it. So and lots of people say like, oh, it's fake, you know, fake data, blah blah. So yeah. The main selling point, I think, is just it's proven. Like you cannot fake it because there is no way to change the transactions. So yeah, from random, actually I can add a screenshot. I'm just going to link this to it if I can. So yeah, because when you click on the, I don't have it here because it's a custom-made app, but if you click on like verified, it will send on like a page like, oh, this is verified transactions, blah blah. You cannot fake it. So I think this is the main thing. So yeah, this is just like a small thing. So a new objection, you know, you will get ideas while you write. Like just writing is really good for that. But yeah, let's keep writing this section. Okay, so we got like a nice text here. I simplified actually, but we'll just ignore it and never leave. So I'm just made some like minor tweaks, just to shorten things a little bit. Social proof is the #1 easiest way to increase your conversion rate. Social proof alone can increase the landing page. So I can replace it by it. Studies. I don't want to add links to external sources on a landing page, so I'm not going to add the link to the study. But if you're writing like a blog post and stuff like that, you should. But on a landing page, just avoid as much as possible external links. Actually, I'm just going to study show that it can increase up to 35%. It's easier to read like that. But is hard to get. If like the product. Okay, app collects the transaction and showing a beautiful pop-up for all visitors to see by up to 20%. Okay, so I want to add that, but I do not know where to put it. Yeah. I guess I can put those, like, I like having some, you get like those titles and then you get small headlines, stuff like that. So I guess I can, yeah, I can probably do something like that. But yeah, I need to find a way to put that, because I really like the metaphor. It's like people directly understand. Yeah, let me pause for a second. Okay, so I ended up adding it here and tweaking the text a little bit to make it easier to read. I will add that probably in the FAQ or something, like, does it works? Discounts. This is a shit question. No one asked themselves that, but if the question is here, some people will read. I will probably change the wording, but it's just a pretext to put that here. Okay, great. So I have my section that will do for now. So why does it work so well? This is a huge chunk of text, so I will try to make it a bit more visual, I guess. I don't know. I need to find a way to make it nicer. Integrations, so one-click integration. Yeah. So why does it work so well? It's good. I have it. So I can put it in like green. Will slow down my website. Yeah. So I need to answer that. Load faster than something fast. Okay. So loads faster than something fast. I like to use this because it directly compares. So if I can find like a reference in something that loads pretty fast, I don't know, then it will be good. It will be good, because if I say it will not slow down your website, people will think, oh wait, can it slow down my website? Like, why would they say that, So if instead I use a positive term, load faster than whatever, then it's better. So I'm just going to put that here. And I guess, but I heard, yeah. So I can either use that or make an objection section. Actually never done that. Like, I did that for Maker's Guide, but it's just 3 like text like that. I guess I can just put it in the FAQ. Yeah, I think I will just use the FAQ for that. So I'm just going to create table FAQ. Slow down my website. Does it work? Yeah, I'll just put that here. Because I don't want to add too much text. This is a simple product, so the copy I don't need to kind of show that. It's like, oh yeah, you just install the script and you're good to go. And I think lots of people, don't really care about the objections, stuff like that. So we'll just, oh yeah, I want that. So why does it work so well? Why? Yeah, so I can remove all that. Okay, I'm just going to put that here. But this one I might do like a section just for this one, but not for the other one. I don't know. I will see. Actually, yeah, you know what? Never mind. because I think if I use FAQ, then I need to code something entirely different to add pictures. So I will just, yeah, I will just keep that for the FAQ and use that as a small section. It doesn't have to be lots of text. It's just, it's a picture, so it's pretty visual. It can be seen really fast, so it's not a big deal. Load faster, okay. Then we have the pricing. So pricing, I'm just not going to reinvent the wheel. I'm going to copy the same price box I have. Where is it? Here. Yeah, so just basically bullet points and stuff like that. Today. Damn it. Okay. Pricing, okay. Let's see, can we add something else? I don't need that. An FAQ. Alright, let's see. I'm just going to check if your landing page of an inspiration. I have everything. Yeah, I don't really care. Let's see. Social proof, obviously, but yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty much it. Like, yeah, I want to show, like, I have the powered by Stripe, so I think I won't need the integration section. Okay, I think if I can get both, because if I only have Lemon Squeezy and Stripe, it doesn't need like a whole section for that. But if I have Lemon Squeezy, Stripe, Paddle, and some shit, then I can easily show like, hey, this is, we integrate with that. So is your provider or something like that. But I'm not sure how many people use Paddle and Lemon Squeezy over Stripe, but let's see. Okay. I mean, again, yeah. I think we're pretty much done for the main thing. So yeah. All right. So we've got our main thing. I just need to add the FAQ. You know, add the all placeholder question, like if there, blah blah blah, and then add like a final call to action. So banner, and I'm just going to probably use the same thing. The easiest way to increase conversion rate up to 20%. Insert table. Okay. Okay, I think that will do for now. So we have to change that, but yeah, we've got our design basically. So what I'm going to do now, I don't have some of the component for, like I have the hero section for this one. So hero section is good. I can just copy paste. How it works, same. Why does it work so well? I need to find a way to make it look nice, but I think, yeah, I don't know. No, I think it will be fine because there is some pictures here and there are some pictures here, so it will be just like a small chunk of text. And I think lots of people will skip it anyway. So I think it should be fine as it is. So, okay, this is just a picture with some text and FAQ. So technically, I already know how it's going to look like because I have the component and I'm just going to reuse what I made on my previous landing pages. So I'm not going to use Figma. Instead, I'm just going to jump straight into code and make the actual landing page. So I'm not going to record myself making the code and stuff like that. because it's boring as fuck, and I think the main value is here is how to write the copy, because it's not like I'm making design from scratch. I'm just going to copy what is already here. But what I would recommend is you go on, if you don't have, like, if you have your copy and you don't know how to illustrate that into a proper landing page, you go to like landing folio and you spend like, I don't know, a couple of hours or whatever, just, oh, nice, talk notes. But you spend some time basically browsing and find some inspiration. Never ever copy people. Like, if you see something that looks amazing, do not like just straight copy them. Okay, you can take inspiration, and like as you can see, I went on some competitors' landing page. I took some inspiration, but I never copied any of their text, never any of the design and stuff like that. So this is important. You can get a feel of what's going to be good for you, but never copy what other people do. But yeah, you could see, okay, I have like a hero section. So copy UI, design made easy. And yeah, you could get some inspiration from that. So I think you can find by category. So landing page, and maybe you can filter by SaaS. And yeah, you can get like really like a shitload of ideas like that. That's pretty much how I do that. And I use like UI components. So I have Tailwind UI. So if you go in components, I think you can go in page section. So I basically I don't reinvent the wheel. I just use I just use the stuff when it makes sense. I tweak them a little bit to adapt to my copy, but that's pretty much it. So yeah, if you suck at design, just try to get inspiration from other stuff or use UI library. I know there is Daisy UI. I don't know how accordion. Yeah, they have some stuff, but I know. Otherwise, you can just you can use a boilerplate. Like this is what it's made for. So you can use Shipfast, and yeah, you can just have like pre-made landing page components, and you can just take what you need. Oh, actually, yeah, I wanted to add like a little demo video to see how easy it is. Faster than I guess I could add that. Like, I don't know. I want to add a demo video at some point, but which is actually not that necessary because I have how it works. I don't know, but I will just write it down here. Demo video. Yeah. All right. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So again, never copy other people. Never start with the design and put your copy inside. Use Google Docs. Take some time. So it took me 1 hour to make this copy. Obviously, I have 7 years of experience behind me, so it will probably take you longer, but I hope this will already help you make better copy. So yeah, see you. All right, so I ended up making a second part of the video because I wanted to show like how to go, like you have your design, but you need to make a few tweaks. So as you can see, here we have increased your conversion rate with just one script, and it doesn't look that good. It's too long, I feel. And on mobile it looks fine, it's like on tablet it's fine. So actually the one column layout looks fine. So I might just go with it. This is a mobile version that, I mean, that looks really decent, honestly. So yeah, I might just go with this layout one thing, because as I mentioned, there is a clear way to show what the product is, because we will have the pop-up notifications here. So no matter what, people will be able to see what the product looks like, what the main benefit. I don't know where to put that, because then it's still a really good thing to have, but I really don't know where I can add it. I feel it takes too much space here, so I don't know. I need to tweak that a little bit because I think I will just go with this design at the end. Increase your conversion rate with just one click, or maybe what I could try is to remove a few non-essential words. So if I remove increase conversion rate with just a script, maybe. Yeah, that already looks better. So I could also go with that. I'm not 100% sure yet, but for now that will do it. Results. So actually that looks decent. I think that looks decent enough to use it. I still feel this looks better though. So yeah, I think so. It's really important because to also realize that lots of people will check on mobile and stuff. So make sure that it looks as good on mobile, and in some cases it might be worth to, for example, here I have my step-by-step component, and so on laptop you see I have this preview video of the step, but on mobile it's hidden. So don't hesitate to have specific components for mobile and for desktop. That way you are sure to maximize your chance of increasing conversion. So yeah, I will make a few tweaks, and I won't do everything live because it's like code and stuff, so it's boring, but I will just cut the video and probably add it to the end of the previous one. But yeah, this is just to show like how to make adjustments. So whenever I tweak some things or I realize the copy looks ugly, I will make the changes. All right, so I ended up making a new image for that, and I think this looks much better. It's still not perfect. I feel there is lots of blank. I don't know. I feel like something is missing, but it's already way more readable, and we have more space for the headline. So that's a good start. Now I need to, I don't know, like this is lots of blank space like that. So I want to add a little something that pops out. But yeah, that's a good start. Image is a bit boring. It's like very flat, so I might put that in diagonal a little bit. But we are on the right path, and too much space here. So yeah, let's keep going. All right, so I had some lunch. Now back to it. Yeah, so I added the pop-up from one of my main apps so I can get a preview. And I guess with the pop-up plus some backgrounds like that, it's like, I don't know, it's not amazing, but it's not bad either. So I think I will just we'll just go with that for now. I will see if I change that, but for now that will do it. So yeah, and then the rest is just taking screenshots of the app, like a video capture or something, and add them here, and basically turn the whole copy into a proper thing. So I'm going to finish adding all the components, and then I'm going to tweak. Maybe I will change the colors because I don't know, I'm really not a big fan of this green. So I think I will change the whole branding to go back to indigo or something. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. And it's not something really interesting. It's mainly coding, so I'm going to pause. All right, so I took some time to add components to my component list, and that's why I think it's been 2 or 3 hours since I put the video. But yeah, I ended up making some tweaks, and I think I'm pretty happy with how it looks like now. I just need to make some tweaks to the pop-up because sometimes it just looks like it's on 2 lines and it looks ugly as fuck. But yeah, so powered by Stripe, increase your conversion rate. So I ended up removing the picture here and adding a gradient to add a little bit of fun sort of. Oh wait, I think the camera is not here. Yeah. Yeah, so it looks way cleaner in my opinion. It works well on both mobile and phone. So we have the step-by-step. We have the little chunk of text, and I ended up putting the picture here, and actually I think I might put it in the text here. We have what I was mentioning, so top performance, only 2 kilobytes. The pricing box, which this is what took me time to, I had to create one from scratch because the one I used, the component was made for only one pricing, but I'm basically using a dummy pricing here. So this price, I mean, that's a shit deal. Like for $10 less per year, you get only one website, but it's here to ensure. So this one looks like it's like a great deal. Actually, I was going to go for $29 per year, but since I use the dummy price, this one looks good, and I think I can probably increase that to 39 or something. But yeah, I will see later for the exact price. There is no call to action yet. Oh, never mind, there is call to action yet. Oh yeah, just not working. We have the frequently asked question, but I think, so can't I just code my own? So this is what I was mentioning. If when people will click there, they will end up on the page that showed verification stuff. But I think there is not enough emphasis on that. So I want to add it here, or add a section about trust to show like, hey, this is not just a pop-up, this is trust. Because again, like when users saw that on Twitter, they were like, oh, this is fake. And I think with that thing, people realize, oh, okay, this is not fake, like this is some real thing. So anyone who has this, like even if they don't know the brand, because obviously the brand awareness is 0 when you start, but they will be able to click the verified button, and they will be able to see the page like, oh yes, this certified that this website use real payment, etc., etc. So I think this is the main selling point, because lots of people are technical, they can do it on their own, but if they use their own, like if they use their own website, they can easily fake the notifications. So I need to add this section, but overall I'm pretty happy with how it is. So it looks good on mobile, it looks good on oh yeah, never mind, I need to tweak that, but other than that, I think it's pretty solid, and I just need to add the picture here. So yeah, I'm going to pause again, try to think about how I could add that without, because I don't want like a massive wall of text, it looks ugly as fuck. So yeah, I will have to see, but for now I'm going to pause. Right, so I found the Twitter posts I was referring to where people were saying, oh, this is fake, etc. And I took a screenshot, put them here. And yeah, I just added a text section. It's all about trust to remove this objection. And yeah, I need to, I guess it doesn't hurt to have it twice. But yeah, so I'm not a big fan. Like, it's still a huge chunk of text. So I don't know, I want to find some kind of better design, but that will do for now. I don't. So I haven't made the trust page yet, so I cannot put a screenshot, but I think I will try to add a screenshot here. Maybe having something like, oh, wait, so actually, because now, because I was assuming that, like, I was thinking without this objection, can I code my own? But if I start using the principle that, okay, people can code it if they want to, but then I can make, SalesPopup without SalesPopup, whatever, like a without. So I guess I could turn this section into 2 columns to show, like, hey, look, with the pop-up, you, like, without that, you get people saying, oh, this is fake data and stuff like that. But with it, you get like a nice trust page that tell you, like, oh, this is verified and shit. So I'm going to keep that for later. I think for now, this is just this section, but overall, I think I'm pretty much done with the landing page. Everything is ready. I have the FAQ, etc. So there is just that. I will probably change that in the final design, but yeah. But the whole point is I wanted to show how to, make the landing page from scratch, and we have a good result. I actually hate this headline, so I think it sucks now. So I'm going to change it, but I will definitely change that. The other thing, copy, you might think something is good and then it sucks, so it's good to take some time. But overall, I think the copy is pretty solid. I just need to update a few things. Maybe try to see if I can make that more easier to read or something. But we have something fairly decent. So yeah, I'm going to end this video here, and thanks for watching. Hey, so it turns out there is another video. So I made some tweaks and I changed the headline, like really minor things, but I just wanted to show it. So we have a new headline, because the previous one was like increase your conversion rate with just a script, but it sucks. It's like it doesn't really show the value proposition like a script. I think, I feel like lots of non-tech people might use that, and the word script might scare them, and it's not very clear. But here we immediately sales pop-ups that increase your conversion rate. We see it directly. Then the fastest way to boost your sales. So again, I feel to increase trust and boost your sales, that could be improved, but for now that will do. Increase your sales easily by showing recent transaction in a pop-up user will trust. Removing that, but so actually I put more emphasis on the trust thing because I talked with a few people and they were like, oh yeah, but I can code my own. So this is the objection I thought was going to be big, and so I put more emphasis into trust. And I think I'm not sure if I changed that last time or not, but I improved the design here to make it more obvious. You don't get a pop-up, you get like a trust page and stuff like that. And now when you the pop-ups actually have like a stripe icon that can be toggled on and off. But yeah, if you go there, then you will see the page. This website is verified, blah, blah. So I will use talknotes.io. I will just add like a little arrow saying, hey, this is from talknotes.io, obviously, because I'm not going to pretend this is from this app. I managed to add a Lemon Squeezy integration, so I mentioned it here. And in the FAQ, does it work with Lemon Squeezy? And yeah, so this is like minor changes, but I think I'm pretty happy with how it looks like now. I just want to, so I don't really have social proof yet other than like mine. So I think I will add a testimonial with me, just saying like, oh yeah, I improved my conversion rate, because for me it almost improved by 50%. I think it's really luck. I don't think this is actually only due to this. So let's be safe and say, that's why I say like 15% something, but I don't want to promise, I try to keep it here. But for me, it directly had a big impact, like I can see here. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I'm pretty happy with how it looks like. And one thing to remember is that it's an iterative process. We started with something really simple. If you remember, I wasn't happy with a hero that looks too simple, but now we have this little thing. We have the preview of the pop-up directly. We have this little picture with the logos. So I think this was way better, a little gradient in the background. So you don't need to have all fancy stuff. I think it's pretty simple, but it works and it looks good on mobile. So yeah, maybe just tweak that thing a little bit to to make it more visible. But yeah, I mean, that's a pretty solid landing page, I would say. I still want to improve that, make it maybe more visual, but for now that will do it. And yeah, so I think that will be the last video, hopefully.